I'm standing here at Auckland's eastern suburbs outside of a fairly normal home. However, the person that lives inside this home is anything but ordinary. Words such as legend, icon, greatest of all time, they get bandied around a lot, but this guy, it's actually applicable to him. Let's see who it is.
Having one of his greatest Ironman races ever, Cameron Brown has demolished this world-class field. And now 2005. 5 wins in 5 years, eclipsing the record he shared with the legendary Aaron Baker.
12 times Ironman New Zealand champion, longest streak of Ironman wins, oldest person ever to win an Ironman, 4 podiums in Hawaii, Ironman European champion. I mean, I could sit here the entire day. You've got more accolades than anyone could ever hope for in the sport, and will probably never be achieved again, Cameron, but at the end of this all, you've got a very important announcement you'd like to make. So in your own words, what's the story?
Yeah, so this will be my last time at Ironman New Zealand as a professional. So after, I thought it'd be fitting as a 50-year-old, nearly 51 in June. So and then again, this will be my 25th Ironman in New Zealand. So first one was 1997 when it was in Auckland, then the first one started down in Taupo in 1999. So 25th, 50-year-old, and time to get a real job shortly. You
go back a wee bit. I mean, you got the triathlon bug back in the day at Pakuranga College back in the 80s, it'd be, wouldn't it?
Yep. Yeah, first started the first race, I think it was 1987. And soon after, I think I watched the 87, 88 Ironman, and I think it's from the 87 Ironman there, a bit of memorabilia, and used to watch the greats, the Scott Maynard, Scott Tinley, Ray Browning. It's the second oldest Ironman in the world, has a huge amount of history. When it first started, I loved watching it, and I'll continue to have an interest and watch it for many, many years to come.
So what got you into Ironman racing? What was the attraction to go to Ironman?
Probably just the rawness of it. Always wanted to do it. I loved watching the race, and so 1997 when I first competed there, and the race was, everything went wrong that could go wrong, and ended up on the side of the road, and Jenny was pretty much standing on my back trying to put my back in place, and underestimated how hard Ironman is. When the race moved to Taupo in 99, went down there again, and had success and got second, and the 3-time world champion Tim DeBoon, and I think it was 13 seconds behind him, and so after that thought, hey, this is me.
Your first win, you'd remember it like it was yesterday, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. It was 2001, and had a good swim, a solid bike, and but there was a guy called Peter Sandbang who was world champion, IT world champion long course, and he was 12 minutes up the road, and just biking his brains out, and 12 minutes at the start of a run is a long way to try and catch up, and I think he said to my manager back in the day, he would not catch me today, and that I just persevered and kept going and going and going, and I still see the coverage of that race, and Phil Liggett, the great Phil Liggett cycling commentator, was covering that race, and I caught Sandbag about 1,500 metres to go, and probably the most special win of all those 12, because it was a dream come true.
How does that sit with you? 12-time Ironman New Zealand champion. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Very blessed.
Yeah, and it is extremely hard to do. There was even some times that I remember 2007, and I was throwing up before the race, had major stomach virus, and didn't even think I was going to start. And Mark Watson said, "Go get a feed at McDonald's," and did that the night before, and got on the start line and managed to win. And man, I don't think I've ever been so weak after a race. The medics were looking after me for a few hours after that, and probably put myself in the hurt locker or hurt box for a good couple of weeks after that.
I mean, I remember Jenny holding Josh as a baby, and Braden running around as a toddler going and hugging Dad's legs and this sort of stuff. Yeah. But the support you've had at home has been quite incredible to allow you to enjoy the career you have.
Yeah, definitely. Jenny and the Braden and Josh and my mum and dad, without their support, my brother and that, if you didn't have them, helping you along the way, it'd be impossible. So, they've been just incredible help for me, and a huge part of what I've been able to do, and let me do it.
So Cameron has always been involved in triathlon. What's it been like for you as a wife and a mum for Cameron in his sporting career?
Well, it's been fantastic actually. Early on we got to travel when the kids were young, so we could just pack up and move with him. And then as they went through schooling and especially college, then we didn't travel so much. So it ended up being just, you know, to and fro to events. So, but no, it's been a lovely lifestyle.
And what's it like, you know, we've been talking with Cameron about 12 times Ironman New Zealand champion and all that kind of thing. I mean, how's that sit within the house? I mean, I'm assuming you still make him do the dishes and everything. You can't pull those sort of cards out.
Yep, absolutely. It's just Cameron. It's just dad, it's husband, it's just normal.
And what sort of emotions will it be like for you knowing he's towing the line for the last time as a professional at Ironman New Zealand?
Yeah, that will be sad, but at the same time, I know he'll never ever give up. So he will literally be going till he's 100. He'll be the King Glar that's still going from pro to age grouper. So things won't change. He's still going to be training day in, day out. He'll be doing some coaching, more coaching, but it'll be the same as it's always been.
Way out in front, it's Cameron's day. 10 wins in one Ironman race. Phenomenal and unprecedented. He's been listed among the top 10 endurance triathletes in history, and today he will achieve something no one else has done, to win the same Ironman race 10 times.
So Ironman New Zealand, the 25th start for you, what does that event mean to you?
I wouldn't have such a long time in the sport there if I didn't enjoy it. And it's one of those spots that it's a small town community, they really get involved. You know, there's 2,000-3,000 volunteers out there every year, and so many kids. And we've probably seen those kids that volunteered, 15, 20 years ago, now doing the sport now, and or that they've got involved with triathlon or swim, bike and running. So it's been fantastic for the town of Taupo, and I wouldn't know what to do with myself. As I said, over a Kiwi summer not training for that event, it's been very, very special for me, and to win the event 12 times has been pretty cool.
What other highlights? I mean, every race win is a highlight, but are there any that really stick out to you?
Yeah, probably 2001 would be the biggest win, but probably the last win, 2016, as a 43-year-old, a couple of months shy of being my 44th birthday, and never did I think I'd be winning it at that age. It's sort of unheard of, and to do that was pretty cool.
So what's going to be going through your head when you line up Nutri-Grain IRONMAN New Zealand going, this is my last race as a professional athlete? What's it going to be like for you? Are you just going to be focused on the goal, or is it going to be quite a mix of emotions, or will you leave that till later?
Yeah, I'll try and, it takes a lot of focus to get through an Ironman, but there is a lot of time to focus on different things. So yeah, I'm sure I'll be seeing a lot of people out there that will give me plenty of support to push on and that. And Ironman is just, every time you finish, probably the minute later, you never want to do one of those things again because they hurt so much, and we put ourselves through so much pain. But then that's quickly forgotten, and you just remember all the good times out there, and seeing, a lot of people say that, did you see me out there? And because I have a bit of a poker face when I do race, but you remember everyone out there, and you see so many faces. So it's you'd love to wave and thank them all, but that just takes away from the power that you have to put out there for 8.5 hours to try and finish this thing. So, but yeah, it's going to be mixed emotions, and I think I'll be doing it for my dad, that's for sure.
Yeah, and just on that, unfortunately, you lost your dad last year, which is a tragedy in itself. But he'll be right on your shoulder, mate.
Yeah. He was from my first race as a junior to just last year. They were there, mum as well, and supporting me, and so it's going to be pretty special. So hopefully he'll give me a bit of power out there, that's for sure. So
we talk about the Ironman New Zealand victories and Ironman New Zealand competition, but European champion, you won in Frankfurt, and 4 times on the podium, 2 seconds, 2 thirds in Hawaii. What was it like being at the very top level and flying the Kiwi flag? Yeah, it was pretty cool, and I drew inspiration from Aaron Baker, who won the race twice up there and in the late 80s and that. So Hawaii is just a totally different ball game. It's the heat, the intensity, the World Championships, the best of the best are there. So it's a cauldron of fire and ice, really. It's
probably the best thing is that the swim, 28-degree water temperatures, but once you get out of that water, then it's a lot of pain, sacrifices and determination to get to that finish line. The heat, the humidity is just next level. It's temperatures out in that lava fields can go 40 degrees. So you get a pale-skinned Kiwi boy from New Zealand racing up there in speedos. It was that first year in 2000 when I first went up there. Again, just a massive shock to the system, massive blowout. Finished, I think, 28th, and changed things around. I think that's when I thought, right, I've got to get someone who's got experience, and so spoke to Scott Molina, who won it in '88. And things totally changed, and next year went and got second, and then third the next year, another third, and then another second. So some fantastic times there.
It's hard to describe your own legacy, but what sort of legacy do you think you're leaving on this as a professional athlete?
I'd be happy just if I inspired one person to get out there and try an Ironman or a short course triathlon. It doesn't matter. It's as long as you support someone out there and inspire them, then that's fantastic. If I can do that, then that's great.
And anything else you'd like to add? Anything else over your career that you sort of think to yourself, heck, I'd like to acknowledge that and talk about?
I think just all my coaches throughout my career, all those people, the masseuses that I've had, the physios that I've had, but especially my family, Jen, Josh, Braden, my mum, my dad, my brother Troy, and his wife Shelley, and their support through not just a couple of years. It's been ever since I've known Jen since we were 21. So it's been pretty cool. It's
a fair while, isn't it?
Yep.
It's incredible, and that support you have, it's incredible, Cameron.
Yep.
Well, thank you for your time. It's truly appreciated welcoming us into your home for such a special time. So well done, mate.
Yep, thank you. Thanks a lot.
See you on the start line next week.
Definitely. Looking forward to it.